February 18th, 2022. Now, this is like the really scary part of the, I mean, do you say unpreparedness? Like, I don't even know. I'm watching the television, looking for clues or whatever to, like, what's going on in the world. And on the screen, they talk about a woman named Maya, Maya, and they said something about they're both in the Navy, which is spelled Navy, and then they're talking about something about the woman wanted to leave the marriage, and the husband put a hex, Hex, on the wife, and then the wife went disappearing. And they say something about a spell something or a spellcaster. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, in my life frame with ink, they've had the word marriage. I mean, it doesn't mean the same for me as it does for some of the kiddos in, like, the Nashville community that go to church. But again, religious anything being as poor as it is functioning in New York as anything, I don't know what is a hex and, like, who practices that kind of stuff? Is that a naval thing? Is that, because just regular fell out of a woman, almost like an animal on, like, hay, Hay, and like a nativity, like in a manger, on the back of a donkey kind of a thing with one star in the sky, gets a little confusing. At that level of the education system was knocked out completely before I got here. So there's just perpetuance of really horrible situations unless somebody takes an active part and rectifies the situation. On this TV, they mentioned this thing, and again, they're non-familial to my person, so I don't know if it's something culturally, if it's a cultural difference, if it's a different country that they come from, if that's something, a different territory, area of the world, I have no idea. But if these things are existing in the world and they're affecting people that don't even know that they exist, who's in charge of that?
This week's 48 Hours investigates the disappearance of a mother of three. Maya Milete vanished from her Southern California home in January 2021. Shortly after, friends and family began to grow suspicious of her husband, Larry. Investigators say the couple had been having marital issues, and they say Larry had been contacting so-called spellcasters to try and put a hex on Maya to keep Maya in the marriage. 48 Hours contributor Jonathan Vigliotti has more.
More than a year has gone by since 39-year-old Maya Milete vanished in Chula Vista, California.
I want her to be found. I want to bring her home to our kids, to our families.
So, again, they're not even, they're not relevant to my situation, except the thought of what they're saying is really frightening in what is this hex and what is this spellcaster? And, like, is this something that the local kiddos know about? Like, is this something that's even on Long Island? Did it reach here, and do others know about it? Or how far is the reach of people who know that this whatever exists? I mean, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how it's performed. I don't know, like, there's a lot of unknowing in that television possibility, and really scary possibility that I don't want it to be a possibility ever. So now I'm just confused as to what an HEX is. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.